Welcome to another episode of the Phenomenal Agents in the Trenches. My goodness, this has become such an incredible space where we're talking about the real life struggles of real estate agents in this new market. And today we're going to be talking about a hot topic that not only is affecting the agents in the trenches, but is also affecting so many other people that are in business for themselves, that are in real estate, or maybe even a real estate team leader, or maybe even someone that is running their own company. And it is the infamous excuses that we continuously tell ourselves, because excuses will always limit us. Excuses will always hold us back. So today we're going to be talking about what is this about excuses and how is it affecting what we are doing on a daily basis. So before we get started, I would like to introduce my running partner, Talia. Say hello to everyone.
Hi everyone, I hope all is well. Talia here with International. I'm excited about this one today. So let's get started.
So, for many years, I've been hearing that when you're committed, you will do whatever it takes. When you're committed, it doesn't matter what obstacle, what challenge comes your way. When you're committed, you're going to do whatever it takes to push through, to break through, to make things happen, right? When you are interested, you are going to do what's convenient. So what makes you think when you hear that?
How it makes me think of the fact that, it between commitment, right? You said commitment and interested. Is that right? So when you're committed, you're all in. Interested, you're dabbling your feet, you're getting your feet wet. So there's things that might, since you're kind of playing with the idea, there's a lot of things that things can get in your way essentially and stop you from doing the things that you need to do. So committed, you're all in. You don't have your feet wet, your whole body is in the water. So that's what makes me think the difference between those two.
And you know what? That is super important, and we need to ask ourselves consistently, am I really committed to what I said I was going to do in my real estate business? Am I committed to getting out there and getting those listings? Am I committed to pushing through the pain, the boredom, the sacrifice? Am I committed to getting out of my head when I know I'm getting in my head? And I know that's something that affects all of us. Or am I just interested in real estate? Am I just interested in making money in real estate? Am I just interested in, saying that I want to do something, but not really willing to push through and above and beyond the pain and the sacrifice that it's going to take? Because there's always going to be pain and sacrifice on the other side of what we want.
That's right. So I'm just taking a moment to share because we want.
Yes, let's go ahead and share.
It's funny. I was talking to one of our business partners, and they were mentioning how much of a fan they are of Agents in the Trenches. And they're like, they were like, oh my goodness, I love watching you guys. The conversations are really good. And, the things that you talk about is relatable to not only real estate, but just life in general. And I thought that was super powerful. And I wanted to share that with you because, people are loving it. So we're super excited to be doing it and bringing this raw discussion out because, you've always mentioned talking about the glory, but a lot of people don't talk about the story and behind the scenes. This is the whole reason we put this together is to, bring back the curtains and really show, what it is to be an agent right now in this real estate market.
Absolutely. So if you're watching this on live, go ahead and put hashtag live. We are reading our comments. And if you are watching this on replay, put hashtag replay and share this with someone, because right now in our local realtor association, the Royal Palm Coast Realtor Association, we have over 8,000 real estate agents. I think it's about 7,900. We did have over 9,000, but a whole bunch of them, unfortunately, were not able to renew their memberships. And trust me, it wasn't because they were making too much money. And so that's what led us to opening up this conversation and bringing the message of the real life struggles of real estate agents in this new market, in the trenches, because, somebody has to bring the right message and become the messenger that others can listen to. And there's a great quote that says, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free," right? And
Yes.
so, yes, it's awesome to say our wins, right? When we talk about our wins, but we also have to talk about the truth. So, tell me a little bit about your experience with excuses, because we have all suffered from this illness that I called back when I started my coaching and training in 2012. I would tell my agents, a lot of us are suffering from excusitis. It is a chronic illness that affects a lot of real estate agents, team leaders, brokers, excusitis. So, what thoughts come to mind when you hear the word or the illness, right? For lack of a better metaphor, excusitis.
I believe you changed my mind, or you really shine some light between the excuses. I remember, the little huddles that we've had in the past, especially in the beginning. You would kind of not only call me out, but call me up when we talked about whatever it was that I was going through at that moment, and you would ask, okay, what got in your way? That's one of your famous questions. What got in your way? And I would think about it, and I would say, whatever it was that got in my way, and then you would ask me, is that an excuse or is that a reason? And it really had me thinking, like, oh my gosh, wait. I thought it was a reason, but I think it's actually an excuse. So now I'm always thinking in the back of my head, okay, when I already know, okay, if I didn't do something today, or what got in my way, what happened, so that's what comes to my mind is those discussions, and you really shine some light between that, because you always said the highest form of accountability of love is accountability, right? So
Yes.
So for you to call me out and call me up in those moments, I mean, it's painful, but I know that it's for the better, especially when you're improving on yourself and you're trying to change that mindset, or just evolve as a person. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
And you know what? The truth is that when we want to grow, we seek accountability. When we are hungry to go to that next level, we seek accountability. We seek those that could call us up or call us out, or just simply have a real raw conversation, heart to heart, and say, listen, you're not at your best. You're not on your A game. And it's amazing how when we shift that mindset to, I want to be held accountable. I want somebody that's going to push, pull, drag me. Some way, somehow, I want to get to that next level. We can literally feel the growth. We can feel the shift. We can feel going to that next level. And I'll say it till the day I die. Our next level will always require a next version of ourselves. So if we're still stuck in excusitis and not even being able to think, okay, is this really an excuse or is this a reason? Because if it's a reason and it's legitimate, then let's solve the problem. Let's get to the root of it. But if it's an excuse, it's superficial, it's based on feelings, and feelings are fickle. So we really need to be real, raw, and honest with ourselves.
Yeah, that's that.
So having that in mind, I want everybody that's watching, give us some likes, give us some hearts, share this with someone. This is a message to say that everyone needs to hear. So our mind is designed, Dalia, our mind is designed to always want to protect us and always want to preserve us. I learned this in this past year more than ever, because I went into a very deep discovery within myself. I had to get deep down into myself to really understand, the issues that I was dealing with, the issues that I had always been dealing with, and the things that I needed to learn to be able to go to that next level. And it's amazing how when we understand and we get to know what we did not know, it's like a whole other hemisphere opens up for us. And so I have a lot of empathy for real estate agents, real estate team leaders, and real estate brokers that are still in the level of, unconscious incompetence. I learned that through my certification with success coaching. And it's that first level of knowledge is not knowing what you don't know. And a lot of times we wake up in the morning and the first thing that starts to hit us is, excuses. I don't have time. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well. I could do it tomorrow. Why am I pushing myself so hard? This is harder than I expected. My leg hurts, my arm hurts. So with that in mind, I want to share a video that I shared with my training class back in 2000, and I think it was 13, 14, that really exemplified, what is behind excuses? What is really behind your excuse? I don't know how to do it. Is that a reason or an excuse? I'm afraid to do it. Is that a reason or an excuse? Come on now. I don't go door knocking for sale by owners because I don't know how to do it. Is that a reason or an excuse? I'm very shy and I'm scared. And I'm not, I don't have my game plan all put together. Is that a reason or an excuse? So I want to be able to share this video, wish me luck, because here we go. And I want you to tell me what you think about this, because
I'm too weak, too slow, too big. I ate too much for breakfast. Got a headache. It's raining. My dog is sick. I can't right now. I'm not inspired. Makes me smell bad. I'm allergic to stuff. I'm fat. I'm thin. It's too hot. I'm not right. I've got shin splint, headache. I'm distracted. I'm exerting myself too much. I'd love to really, but I can't. I just can't. My favorite show is on. I got a case of Monday, the Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't want to do this. I'll do something else. After New Year's. Next week. I might make a mistake. I got homework. I feel bloated. I have gas. I got a hot day. Coach hates me. Mom won't let me. I bruise easily. It's too dark. It's too cold. My blister hurts. This is dangerous. Sorry, I don't have a bike. I didn't get enough sleep. My tummy hurts. It's not in my jeans. I don't want to look all tired now. I need a better coach. I don't like getting tackled. I have a stomach ache. I'm not the athletic type. I want to get sweaty. I have better things to do. I don't want to slow you down. I have to do this as soon as I get a promotion. I think I'll sit this one out. And my feet hurt.
Just do it.
What do you think about that? My feet hurt. My feet hurt, and the guy is a paralytic. So how many people that are watching this really have to, have a heart-to-heart with themselves and recognize half of the stuff that limits our behavior, are really more excuses than reasons why we cannot do what we said we wanted to do, or more excuses that hold us back, that detain us from carrying out the responsibilities we said we were going to carry out. So success it's not a secret sauce. It's not a secret formula. Success is a decision. Success is a decision of drawing the line in the sand and saying, enough. I am here to win. I'm in it to win it, and I will let nothing and no one hold me back. And that includes facing the giant of excuses. What do you think?
I mean, imagine the amount of opportunities that we're missing because of these excuses, because of what we tell what we tell ourselves in our head. There's so many missed opportunities. Like I can think about a whole bunch at this moment, of opportunities that I missed out because of that. And, you end up staying stagnant. I mean, you don't push yourself out of your comfort zone because the conversation in your head is just too loud. So, that's where we need, an accountability partner, a mentor, or, someone to push us out of that, or call us out and call us up in those moments. Otherwise you stay in the moment, and then, you just kind of not only damaging, yourself by telling yourself excuses, lowering your self-esteem perhaps, right? But ultimately, you're just missing out on opportunities and staying stagnant because of it.
So we're talking about agents in the trenches, the real life struggles of real estate agents in this new season. And today we're discussing the fact that most of the things that are limiting us, those limiting thoughts, those limiting beliefs, come from excuses that we have grown to believe. I don't have time. Is that a real existence? And we have to bring it to the table and say, I don't have time is more of an excuse than anything else, because when it's a priority, when you're committed, come on now, when you are committed, you don't make excuses, you make ways. Always remember, when you are committed, when you're sold out to something, you don't make excuses, you make ways. Now, if it's not a priority and you're not committed, then you're always going to find a reason why you can't do it. I don't have time. I don't have the money. I'm too tired. I'm too busy. I don't know what to do. I don't have anybody to do it with. I'm not prepared. I'm afraid. I don't have my game plan in place. I got to get ready to get ready to get ready. Guys, right now, let me tell you, time is not on our side. Time is not on our side. Time right now is of the essence. So I remember when my mentor would say, do it now, because he already knew that my brain was going to forget. He already knew that, humans tend to procrastinate. And if we get into a do it now attitude, we are always going to do so much more than we expected. So what do you think about a do it now attitude? Get it done attitude. Do it now. It takes 2 seconds. Do it now. If we did more of that, what do you think would happen?
We would excel fast, because we wouldn't wait for those excuses or those limiting beliefs to soak in. Because if you have a thought, if you execute it at that moment, there's no room for it. So I see you do it a lot. When we're together and the thought comes up, you don't wait. You literally go ahead and you execute. There's a person you thought of that you want to talk to in that moment, you're like, okay, let me call them right now. Regardless if they pick up or not, you got it done. So that's something that I've always seen you do, and on a daily, I'm trying to implement that as well. But those moments do kick in where I start thinking, oh shoot, I don't know, I know I need to do this, but I don't know if I'm up for it, if I can, So I just want to say something real quick. So we had the class, right? We were having the classes over the weekend, and you had mentioned to me, hey, I want you to come in and talk for, for like 5 minutes in front of, the students, and just kind of, give us some feedback on mentorship and how it helped you. And I remember at that moment, I'm like, oh, shoot. I'm like, oh, shoot. She's really going to put me out there. But I'm like, okay, well, you got to do it. And then I came back and you were like, okay, Talia, come here. And I was like,
I know.
Yes, it was an experience, but that's something where, again, had you, or maybe if I was in my head a little bit longer, I would have been like, no, I don't think I can do that. I don't want to do that, or something like that. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's normal for us not to want to do the things that take us out of our comfort zone. It's abnormal for us to want to do things that take us out of our comfort zone. But that's where we have to take dominion and control over our feelings, our thoughts, and our emotions. Guys, it's all in your feelings, your thoughts, and your emotions. Henry Ford said, if you believe you can, you're right. And if you believe you cannot, you are right also. And so how many agents right now in our industry are sitting there believing day in and day out, I cannot do this. I cannot talk to expireds. I cannot talk to for sale by owners. I cannot go after listings. So let me settle for, all these leads of buyers that I don't even know how to generate, cultivate, incubate, or convert. And then time goes by because time waits for no one, and you end up in a rut, you end up stuck, you end up stagnant, frustrated, irritated, lost, miserable. And it all began with an excuse. No, I can go after for sale by owners. I can go after expireds. What do I need? That's the question. What do I need? I need a mentor. I need a trainer. I need a coach. I need someone to demonstrate to me how I can get this done, because I believe I can do this. I just have to learn to do this and push beyond my comfort zone.
So being, trying to be resourceful and not staying stuck in that moment. We've learned from Coach Bert, stop asking why or how, ask who. And that's exactly what we need to do.
Tell us more about that. I love that. I want to kind of do a segue on that. Tell us more about, don't ask why, ask who.
Yes. So in those moments where you're stuck in a situation, or you've come across an obstacle that you're not sure, you've never been through before, a lot of times we try to sit in those moments and ask, okay, how do I do this? When we think about how ourselves, right? If you've never been through it, how are you gonna know the answer or how to navigate that problem? We really don't. So what happens is we get in that moment, and then we end up either not doing anything, getting stuck in those moments, or doing something that isn't gonna, we think that we have the solution, then we do it and it doesn't turn out the way because really we didn't know. So instead of being in those moments and perhaps making a mistake, or not doing anything at all, you should be asking yourself, okay, who has been through this issue? Who can I reach out to help me in this problem that I'm facing, this giant that I'm facing that I've never faced before? So we should really be asking who, not how.
Who can help me? And raise your hand. And that's why I love, we're talking today about excuses and the excusitis illness that a lot of real estate agents and, just real estate industry practitioners. I mean, insurance agents are suffering from this. Mortgage people are suffering from this. Realtors are suffering from this. Team leaders, brokers are suffering from this excusitis. Everything is an excuse, and it's crazy how people say, no, I want to make money in real estate. I want to learn. I want to grow. I want to go to the next level. But the moment the rubber needs to meet the road and the excuses come up, that's where the waters part. That's where everything comes to a screeching halt. And we need to, have clarity about this and recognize that, listen, if you're serious and committed about your business, man, you got to treat it like a job. Okay. And that's something that I can never, and trust me, I was guilty of that too. But once you see the light, once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Once you see that, yes, our real estate industry, our real estate business gives us flexibility, but it's not meant to be treated like a hobby, And when people have a job, they go in with a migraine, a headache, a fallen tooth. They go in with the runs. They go in, discombobulated. They put in their 8 hours because they're running after, they are chasing after that carrot called a paycheck at the end of the week. Their boss says jump, they say how high. And why do we sabotage ourselves and not treat our business with the same level of commitment? We got a runny nose and we're like sitting home watching reruns of Dr. Phil. We get a little headache and we just want to, oh my God, I'm so tired. Listen, nobody said it was going to be easy. But if you had a job, would you be calling out? Would you just not show up? Would you do the things that we do to ourselves just because we're working for ourselves? And that's just, it's what does my coach, John Cheplack, call it? It is insanity. Like he has a workshop called Stop the Insanity, Man. You got to be insane to do more for others than you're doing for yourself. Isn't that insanity? That's insanity, right?
Yes. So Lucy, what would you say to someone who is feeling stuck at the moment and is finding themselves in that phase of just making excuses, finding everything under the sun not to do something?
I'm writing it right here. Get up, show up, and
level up.
Take action.
Oh.
Yes. You first got to take action so you can level up, right? So if you're feeling stuck, if you're a real estate agent, and listen, oh my God, the conversations that we are having with people that have been in real estate for a year. How many closings have you had? None. How many closings have you had? None. How many closings have you had? None. This is insanity. There is business out there to be had. There's business out there to be had. And listen, no judgment, no condemnation, no shame in the game. But if you haven't been doing what you need to be doing, hey, you just got to get up, show up, and take action. Get up, show up, and take action. But Lucy, I don't know where to show. Call Talia. Show up to our office, man. We'll get you unstuck real quick, but you got to get up and show up. We're not going to come babysit you. We're not going to come and give you a baby bottle. We're not looking for baby seals. We're looking for Navy SEAL realtors. We're looking for people that are, wanting to go out and hunt. So it's not true that there is no business out there. That is not true. It is not true. There is business out there. We know it. So don't sit there and have a pity party. Get up, show up, take action, and have a power party. Get around people that want to win. Get around the lions that are out there hunting day in and day out. When a lion sets out to hunt, they don't know they're going to show up at the corner and find their prey. They're hunting, and sometimes they got to hunt for days, and they're starving and they're hunting for days. But guess what? That lion is committed, determined, focused on eating. So my question to the real estate agents that are out there, the team leaders and the brokers, what are you committed to? What are you committed to? What's it going to take for you to get up, show up, and take action? Because if you continuously have an excuse, it's Monday. Oh no, it's Tuesday. Oh, it's Wednesday. It's half the week is gone already. I'll just wait till next. Oh, it's Thursday. It's too late in the week. Oh, it's Friday and the body knows it. What am I going to do today? It's already too late in the week. Let me just wait for Monday. That's BS. What are you doing besides not holding open houses every single day? Oh, do open houses work? They work if you work them, and they're not going to work one time. If you're a one-time hit wonder, don't even show up. If you want to be a one-time hit wonder, don't even show. If you are the Milli Vanilli of real estate, don't even show up.
Yes.
Talia, do you know who Milli Vanilli is?
No, who's that?
A one-hit wonder. Go look up on YouTube, Milli Vanilli. They had like this one-hit wonder back in the 90s. And it was a really good song, but that was it. They were a one-hit wonder, And that's the problem. Real estate agents want to be this one-hit wonder. Why? Ain't nobody wrote nothing big and bad about a one-hit wonder. So if you just want to show up and do one open house, don't even waste your time. Go back to bed. If you just want to show up and call for sale by owners and expires one day in your life, go back to bed. Don't even listen. Don't. It ain't even worth it. Don't even waste your time. If you want to be the one that's out there door knocking once a month, don't even waste your time. Go get a job. Who's hiring? Because all I'm hearing on the news, and I don't watch the news, but this is like in passing, is who were the people that just laid off like 14,000 more people? And here we have the most amazing opportunity in real estate to be your own boss, to be the boss and hire people and make money and elevate and escalate and go to a next level and bust your butt like never before, but make six figures and be relentless and be a winner, and you can change your life through real estate. But not if you're suffering from the freaking excusitis. Say no to excusitis. I think I'm going to start a movement. Say no to real estate.
Put it on a t-shirt.
Say no to real estate excusitis, right?
Yeah.
So that is what I would say. If somebody is stuck in a rut, reach out to Talia. Talia, drop your phone. We're looking for people that are really hungry to show up. Look, we launched the open house project, right?
Yeah.
And we have met some people that are sold out on themselves, that are saying, yeah, man, I want to show up. And then we have met other people that have excusitis. And I'm not saying some of those may have been reasons, but you know what? How do you know if someone's committed, Talia? How do you know? How can you tell if someone is committed to their business?
Or you make a way.
So what shows you that they're committed?
Well, they show up.
And what about showing up shows you that they're committed?
Well, it's taking action, right?
There you go.
And that's it.
Listen, you want to know if somebody's committed? Watch their actions.
Yeah.
Their actions will speak louder than their words, because everybody knows how to do this, right? But taking the action is what's going to prove to them and us and everybody else that that they're committed. Your actions speak for your commitment.
My mom always mentioned, don't be a chihuahua. Don't always bark. You gotta go bite sometimes, and it's true.
Yeah.
No. I love chihuahuas, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yes, right.
But it's true. Like, a lot of people want to bark, but they don't want to bark. They don't want to bite. And I think this is going to be the season where we need to bite. Stop barking, bite, start taking action, and be committed to yourself and your business.
That's it. Well, I'm so happy we were able to unveil, push back the curtains on this dilemma that a lot of real estate agents are suffering and going through, called excusitis. We're suffering from excusitis. And let's just spread the word and say, listen, you don't have to live stuck, stale, and stagnant. You don't have to live stuck, stale, and stagnant. You just got to get up, show up, and take action. That's it. So you can do stuck, stale, and stagnant, or you can do get up, show up, and take action. Which one? And let me tell you, you're going to get results on either one. Either one is going to bear the proper and corresponding results. No one can do for you what you're not willing to do for yourself. Come on now, I'm ready to preach here.
Right.
No one's going to do for you what you're not willing to do for yourself. And then we got agents blaming the economy, the interest rates, the office, the broker, the team leader. No, listen, go look in the mirror and go ask the person on the reflection of that mirror, are you acting like a stale, stuck, and stagnant real estate agent, or are you acting like a get up, show up, and take action agent? And I must say, there are some real estate agents that are in the wrong environment. You are in the stuck, stale, and stagnant circle. You need to break out of that circle and go find yourself a get up, show up, and take action circle. And if you're looking for one, reach out to Talia, have a conversation with her, and let's do some discovery and check out the possibilities. What is the worst thing that can happen? I love agents that we reach out to them and we talk to them about, hey, would you like to be part of our open house project? We're launching our mastermind. No, I don't need it. And then I go look up their production, and they got pelican eggs next to their name. Pelican eggs are zeros. I'm like, okay, so you're not interested, not in us. You must not be interested in your business, because you got 0 transactions and you are like shutting down a possibility. All right, next. That's the best. That is the best 4-letter word anyone can use in real estate. Next. So I'm happy we were able to unpack this conversation, Tali. Thank you so much. I will see you on the next episode of Agents in the Trenches.